And this year, our biggest goal is actually building a camper,
Cabin.
cabin,
The camper we
the
have.
camper we have.
I'm Des. And I'm Sandy.
And we left behind the city to move to property that we purchased in Northern Ontario.
And along the way, we picked up our dog Remy and our cat Pollock.
Join us on our daily ups and downs as we build an off-grid life together in Northern Ontario. Hi everyone, so it's been a couple of weeks since we did a video, and it's actually, despite the fact that the last couple of days we've had a lot of cold, Remy is running free, and today we actually have a high of like 6 or something, so
Yeah.
it's quite incredible.
Yeah, it has been a nice change because it's been down in like the minus low 20s.
We got a
the
we
last
got a
few days.
minus 29 or something.
Yeah.
Earlier this week. So I mean, this is really cool. It's actually nice to be outside and just have a hoodie on and not like bundled up and everything when you try and take Remy out. Remy's just running around like crazy, but we thought we'd like just sort of touch base and tell people what's been going on.
Yeah.
Which is not a whole ton.
Not a ton.
This has been a decent break for us. Certainly for me, from like a stress point of view, I feel a lot less stress than I did when we first got here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We have been so incredibly fortunate to have this amazing space to sort of recuperate and to stay warm in, and we have some incredible neighbors just near us who've been so helpful. We've been able to run into town and do laundry and things like that, so that's been really, really cool.
And they've helped us out with because none of us over here have any hooked up water. But they have sort of a reserve where they go and fill up their bigger tanks, so they fill up our jugs for us too. So that's been kind of nice. We don't have to worry about melting snow, doing the whole filtering process, all of that sort of thing.
So that's been super handy.
Yeah,
really has. One of the other things is that we've spent quite a bit of time sort of like talking about and thinking about planning plans for the spring. So we will be actually participating here as well with our hosts. They're going to have a garden here, so we're kind of looking forward to helping them out with that. We'll still be doing some gardening and some growing on the property as well. So I'm kind of I'm excited for that because I'm very looking forward to having some stuff we've grown.
We really we sort of missed out on that last year. We tried, but we were too late in our
Way
trying,
too late.
and we knew that. We knew that going in anyway. But yeah, I think that's something that's going to be kind of a bit more, I guess, exciting, whatever you want to call it, for this year, because we actually will be able to get stuff going at the proper time and hopefully actually see some results from that that are good.
That'll be so that's definitely the plan. And making a space for that is like a high priority when we get back to our camper and our property, which we're not sure exactly when that'll be. There are still a lot of cold sort of fronts coming through. I mean, it really is early. It's March only. The last frost date in this region is actually June 10th. So I mean, we're still quite a ways off from that.
But even at that, I mean, like June 10th, but last year it was summertime by May.
For sure.
I mean, it's not like we're not really too likely to see that. It's just that it's sort of that's the technical officially
last day. So, and we'll obviously we'll be trying to get as much done before that as we possibly can. And this year, our biggest goal is actually building a camper,
cabin. The camper we have.
The camper we have. Oh, I need more coffee. But yeah, so we are definitely planning on building a cabin this year, and so that's going to be interesting because we have to find a spot for that. So our highest priorities when we get back are really finding the space where we're going to be building that cabin, as well as finding places around it that we can start planting and growing stuff. So that's
maybe we'll do an upcoming video where we can talk just a bit more about some specifics of it, because we've got our map. We can show things like
Yeah.
where we think there's water, where we think we'd like to set up, that sort of thing. Just give an idea
Yeah.
of what we're actually planning this year.
Absolutely, yeah. So, you know, and yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but we're kind of looking forward to that, I think.
Yeah.
Really are.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean it's really been, it's been nice and necessary to get the sort of break here and
yeah,
time off. Like we really did need that, but I think um well, like last year, it gets sort of further into winter and coming towards the end, and you're kind of like, okay, we want to do stuff,
yeah,
like we don't want to be just sitting around or whatever.
yeah. It is getting to that point where it's sort of chomping at the bit and wanting to get started on things. So,
Yeah,
but this is still, you know, while we've been sitting here, it's still been a good learning experience.
very much.
And one of the things, you know, one of the takeaways that we've got from this winter has definitely been that lighting is a priority.
Yeah.
That's something that we really realized that we didn't have enough of, or enough, not the right kind of lighting. And so that's something we want to definitely prioritize quite highly in the cabin when we're there. Um, and other than that, really, water is the other
Yeah.
sort of thing. So just putting those sort of systems in place. We're not going to try and go hugely big, and you know,
No.
we're not looking at doing chickens or any animals yet, at least for another year, because it just, you know, we have to have the infrastructure to support those. So, but we will apparently have crows or ravens or whichever those are, because there's a lot of those around. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't know if there's any other plans you wanted to talk about or
Nothing
think
major. I
of.
don't think that's pending or
Yeah,
whatever. Like I say, if we'll do another video about our actual plans and
for
that sort
sure.
of thing. But
Yeah, so I mean, guys, other than that, you know, thank you again for still supporting us.
mhm.
We haven't been posting a lot. We really haven't got a ton that we've been doing. So, you know, there's not much to show you or anything like that. But we will be doing that, doing some more frequently as the weather improves,
Yeah.
and as we're able um, to share more and show you more. So in the meantime, please remember to sign up for our Patreon. There is a free level. You don't have to pay for it, but there are obviously paid levels as well. And those funds help support us on a monthly basis. But that link is down with the description of this video, as well as all the other links where you can find us on social media. So other than that, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the channel. Let's try. We really would love to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers pretty soon. So please feel free to share this with your friends. We definitely appreciate the follows and the shares. So other than that, thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Yes.
And until the next video, bye.